Today, we're working on the BMW. Boom. Yes, sir. A little bit of maintenance. We got a pinion seal leak. We're going to tackle that. There's also the passenger side axle leaking. Not going to do anything about that. So, yay. Had to buy an extremely special, really expensive BMW tool for this. I think it was $500. Which is cool. For one job. Yep. We're gonna get in there. So probably the first thing's to look underneath the car. Gonna do that. Doing it live as we scooch under here. So yeah, we got this side's, this is more of a seep on this axle. Whoa, Dobby. Shut up. Yeah, exactly. You got him good. But most of the leak is coming from the front, so we're gonna tackle that. Eventually, we'll tackle this axle seal. Because I'll have to pull up the diff to do the diff bushings eventually, but they look in pretty decent condition. So I think first things first, I gotta take off, sadly, I think I'm gonna have to disconnect the exhaust right there. That's really unfortunate. Right in the middle, I'll take out this center section. And then, ideally, somehow take out this, but these look like rivets, which isn't cool. It's heat shielding. I think I can take out the heat shielding. Yeah, it's just a long piece. That's so sick. Alright, I'm gonna get after that. What? You're done. Let it go. Jake from the future here. Woo! BMW's not on the left, so you know what that means. I did finish it at some point. I'm putting this in the very beginning. It's going to be very important that you really remember where your pinion nut itself is located onto the pinion itself. Mark it, but I would also highly recommend somehow getting a measurement, whether it's using a tape measure even, or a caliper, to measure from that dust shield on the pinion nut to the case of the differential, because if you use brake clean, your marks are going away. Actually, also, you can count the amount of rotations that you take it off and then put it right back in the same place. You have about a 5-minute working time when you put that Loctite on before it's going to seize up completely. So keep that in mind when you're putting it on. It's not a bad process as long as you pay attention and use that information that I just gave you. Because the service manual says just line up the marks, but obviously you can line up the marks wherever. So good luck. If you truly have any questions before you go to do it, let me know. I'll give you the best information that I possibly can, and if that means that we need to hop on a call or something, and I jack up my car and I show you what I mean, I will do that. Enjoy the rest of the video. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Another note that I just forgot. You can't even see me. Another note that I just forgot, which is when you are putting that differential nut back on, same thing, kind of goes to the same spot, but it basically just bottoms out on the drive shaft. They have a measurement spec. I will give that to you maybe if I can find it really quick. One second. It's considered a sunk nut. I can't find the measurement, which is pretty sweet. I'm trying. I'm trying, ladies and gentlemen. My service manuals are all over the place. But it is pretty small. I think it's like it's less than a quarter of an inch, but it basically bottoms out. I'll put the measurement in the description. Good luck. Any questions, like I said, please, please, please let me know. Because I did mess up. I did. I fixed it, but I did mess up. Anyway, enjoy. Camera died. We're back though. Got the heat shielding off. How to take off the middle section of the exhaust. Not that big of a deal. Got this tool on here. This toolie. And supposedly, if I need to go to the right. Holy, that's really on there. Because it's the opposite of what you think. Okay. Is it that? We're gonna do some checking real quick. I'll be right back. So, counterclockwise or clockwise to remove it. Counterclockwise to install it back. It's dumb. Tight. So, you know. Get a breaker bar on it, destroy your back. That doesn't sound good. I'll link the tool below. Alexa, resume the music. I'm just gonna fast forward so we listen. Yeah, in the middle. Okay, wait, hold up. Maybe I got that wrong. No, that's not right. Light's dead. Wow. Okay. Whew. Alexa, place Slipknot radio station. That's quite a switch. How about? You know this one? It's later than I played the other day.
Yeah, but we'll fix it.
Yes, I done that to him. Thank you. You too. He's a bow, a sneaky assassin. Yeah. What? Yeah, probably. You know what I say? Father. I'm sorry, my pain, right? It's a pain. How long is my breath in? You want? What? What was it? My what? Oh.
I don't drink Miller. I used to not mind drinking Miller, but the alcohol is really key, you know? Now it's kind of light. Much better.
What?
It's just. Ow.
Boys, ladies and gentlemen, we got her out. After you kind of get the nut loose, that's how many threads you're working with right there. Mine was already marked, my drive shaft and stuff, but make sure you do that. Yeah. We got it out. The easiest way I found to do that, wow, there's a lot of corrosion on that Johnson. That's probably why I was holding up. It wasn't easy. You have to essentially shorten this back down. Imagine this being like your slip yoke. I put the tool back on, and then I used a lady's foot, one of these indexing pry bars here, and I was able to go off of the actual tool. I needed the tool on as somewhere to pry from, and was able to pop it out. That was not ideal. I was about to give up and just leave the car like this and sell it.
No, stop it. Edit it out.
Maybe. I will. Maybe. Look at Bo! Yeah. So we got that. That's good. That's good stuff. Now that that Johnson is out of the way, I'm gonna try to figure out a place to put this. Let me take this off. Pineapple. Now it should be, whoa, this is a one-time use Johnson right here. This guy is just a floating nut. Ooh. Just a floating nut. And then we have this 12 point, which everything is marked on two sides of the actual differential itself. And then below that releases, well, funny enough, she's loose. Well, I guess I should be able to spin. I thought the nut itself was loose, which it's not. Yeah. So we're gonna pop, this nut just pops off. It's using this blue retainer here. This is a one-time use Johnson. We'll take that off. And then also in our kit, we have the 12-point toolie right here. And that 12-point toolie will go on here. And we'll break that loose. I should be maybe I can just pull that all off one at a time. Pretty nice. So I'm gonna once again do that off cam because yeah, this thing's gonna die anyway because the heat is too much for it. Like I said, just make sure you have a good line on your drive shaft and everything like that, so you can kind of reorientate everything. You know, that's good stuff. Line that up, and I'm also gonna put a mark on my splines. Whoa, just up here to kind of keep everything aligned. See you in a bit. Hopefully this goes better. All right, let's see what you can see here. So we're breaking it loose. The actual pinion nut. This one. So this is, if you're looking at the drive shaft, you spin this one to the right. This one is a normal threaded bolt. It is dumb tight. Dumb tight. In the service manual, it says to use a heat gun. I tried that for way too long. And then I went to the good old faithful torch. I'd say if you aren't replacing the seal, then don't use a torch. But I'm replacing the seal, so I think you can use a torch. I don't see why not. You can do it on any other pinion nut, because you're not really going to melt anything other than maybe the seal. So let me try to give you a show. It's a little bit tight. Still, it's getting looser. This is now, I've finally got to the point where I can just use the breaker bar. The bigger the better. You're gonna need some leverage. Oh yeah, baby. She's coming. It's a little bit toasty up there, the socket. You kind of have to get it from a weird angle too, at least with this toolkit. Because of, not even because of the drive shaft, because this front subframe mount. Ooh, that sounds good. Let me take off my glasses. I got sweat in my eye. Well, son. But let's just say this has been pissing me off. I had to. I'm not a heavy guy. I weigh 165, 170. I had to put my feet up against this tire and crank on it to be able to release this. So she's tight, to say the least. Across a 3-inch worth of brake bar. I couldn't use my 4-inch 3/4 that I have because it was hitting the ground. I'm not up high enough. But if I go up any higher, I'll hit the garage door. But I put a jack handle on this 1/2 inch and got myself about 3 feet worth of clearance. And that was enough with my weight. So, you know, you gotta figure that into. Wow, it's fucking hot. What do you know? That was silly of me. I think it's loose enough. And we might be able to throw in a glove. Let's see. Oh yeah. So we don't have to keep getting up there with that tool. So this has, the reason it's so tight is there is no real torque spec. There's just this certain Loctite. Let's see if I can show you. Well, it's all over me. Let's see if I can give you a gander. There's Loctite, not normal Loctite, on this and the actual drive shaft nut. But there you go. I marked everything like I should have. This melted something on the inside. I'll probably have to get a new one of these, huh? That's probably why you're not supposed to, probably not supposed to do that. You hate to see that. I'll have to order another one, but order another one. But the big thing is we got it off. Now let's take a gander in there. Yep, there is a pinion seal in there. That is for sure ski. I'm gonna pull this pinion seal out, at least press the next one in, and then I'm gonna clean up. Actually, I'll probably do that first. I'll probably pop out the seal, and then I'm gonna clean up all this stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with that. The camera's almost dead, and the heat, it's getting late. Big learning experience. Learned a lot of things on how to do this. So, if I ever have to do it again, it won't take nearly as long. Yeah, all right, see you in a bit. Listen, Linda, it's been a little bit since I've recorded something, but I got the new seal in. To get the old seal out, what I used was a big old pry bar, and I kind of came in from an angle and I just kind of popped it out. That was pretty easy. And then in the kit that I have, let's see if we can see, DP toolkit. Like I said, I'll link it down below. Basically, you put the new seal inward there in this little lip. You give it a good lube up, you place this in, and it also bottoms out when it needs to bottom out on that flange. So I smacked that bad boy in. That is where we are at. So that is an update. I didn't really have a rough time getting the seal out, but it was overall pretty easy. Still, the hardest part was that 12-point nut, for sure. Yep. So right now I'm gonna ideally try to get the 12-point nut back on, and everything kind of lined up. I'm gonna inspect that 12-point nut first, but we should be good to go. We're back. So to reinstall this Johnson, you need this Johnson. Then you're gonna coat some of the threads after cleaning off both of them. I'm gonna do it on the inside of this. And then you put it back in, and then you tighten it until your marker lines line up. Which doesn't really give you depth, but you know, we'll give it the best try that we can. So we'll see what happens. Wish me luck. We are back in business. So as you can tell, BMW is not on the list. Bug, dead. This isn't exactly how I want to end the video, but this is how I'm ending it, because it's been at least a week. So, got it done. After, I wouldn't even say fighting with it, I just say that there are some important things. Really look at your pinion nut before you take it off. Also, make sure that you buy, let me grab, because I have another one. It is important that you use a new differential nut, whatever your differential retainer nut, whatever you want to call it. So get one of those. Also, you need that Loctite. Other than the fact of I had to constantly wait because I was buying Loctite and things and had to wait, it really was not that bad. So it's done. Like I said, I wish I could have or would have really remembered to record it, but I really, the camera died, and then I just wanted to knock it out because it's really hot in Florida. So yeah, it's done. A few things, like I was saying, really, I don't know if you want to use a caliper to measure the distance that you actually have between the dust cover and your differential case itself. It's not a bad idea. Or just really pay attention to how many turns you take it off, because the markings, you'll line up the markings, which is fine, but you can line up the markings anywhere as you're spinning it in. I'm also you're already gonna know this because I'm about to shoot a clip right now. It's gonna go to the beginning. But yeah, that's done. Massive point, no leaks, but that was a massive thing that I had to do on the BMW. It was a learning experience for sure. The reason I have another nut is because eventually I will be doing the diff bushings and subtrim bushings and stuff like that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If there is any comments, truly, let me know, because I had a lot of comments that I would have liked, but there isn't many videos, I guess, on doing this. So, especially for how common it is. It was on forums, but not really, on YouTube, which I'm a big YouTube video guy. I like watching them. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to, you can subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. We're almost at 700 subscribers, something like that. Yeah, almost at 700 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you don't mind liking the video, you can like the video. I would greatly appreciate that. Same thing with a dislike. Let me know what you like about the video, what you want me to change. If you don't want to see me anymore, I don't want to see myself anymore, which is fine. I hope you have a fantastic morning, evening, afternoon, middle of the night. little bit out of practice. Thank you for your time. Love you, bye.